How's it going, everybody? Where did my lemonade go? Sorry, let me take about 30 seconds to get my shit together. Oh man, it has been I think it's been about 2 weeks since I made a video. I do apologize for that. I guess technically speaking, it was a brief hiatus, but honestly, it feels like it's been longer. uh, but it's just been, I've been busy adulting. Work has been. I've had just absolutely obnoxious hours, and putting that on top of with school, and then working in my band. It's being a full-time student, full-time online college student. So I mean, it's a little bit easier than if I had to go to a campus. Working full-time in one job, and then being a working musician on top of that. A working folk musician in March. You tend to get a little bit busy. Yep. Showing off my Dagner Pipes Shamrock shirt. I was absolutely pumped when they came out with that. I watched the video of the hooligan giveaway that they did, and I saw the shirt that Elaine was wearing. I was like, they're doing custom shirts again. Because they always got different kind of shirts on. Prototypes that they're sampling. And then they dropped the words that I was really hoping to hear. And that was that the Shamrock shirt was a new line that they were putting on. I was like, yes! Yeah, I bought it that night. And as I said in a previous video, they don't screw around with their shipping, unless they're like not at home or whatever, anytime they get an order in, anytime you put in an order, you're gonna if you put in an order on Monday, you will have your shit by like Thursday. They don't mess around. So yeah, it being March, I'm smoking my dark green B&B poker. Marcus and Maureen, I call the B&B poker twins. This is Maureen. I'm smoking some more of that Hobbit's weed from the Tewksbury Company in Colorado, and I think this is going to be actually a regular, definitely a regular tobacco in my collection. Some tobaccos I try and then just kind of take them on the B side, but I think this is something I'm always going to have. Surprisingly enough, Grace, have you seen my the video that I did with my fiance Gracie? You know that she's not. I'm personally not a huge fan of cherry blends. She hates cherry blends. They smell like cough syrup to her, and she loves the smell of this. But it's balanced just right with with them, not really so much the tobaccos themselves, but the aromatic casing that they put on it. They balance it just right between the cherry and the vanilla. That the flavor's there, but it's not overly over. Wow. I really probably shouldn't be awake right now. But it's the flavor's there, but it's not overly overpowering or overly like sickly sweet. No, it's really good. Still picking up some backlash from Saturday. Like I said before, I'm in a Celtic American folk band. That's from the Genesee County area. From oh my God! Pardon me while I have trouble speaking and stumble over every word I speak tonight. I am part of a folk band, Genesee County, Michigan, a Celtic American folk band called Roan, and we played at the Michigan Renaissance Festival for the past 2 years at the Guinness Pub, and we play around various various locations in Michigan, trying to branch out, trying to get our feelers out. I know that I think there's a maritime festival. For those of you who live in the Florida area, I think that there's a maritime festival that goes on down there. Or if not a few of them. We're definitely trying to, put our feelers out and get into different areas. But March is always a really busy time for us. And on Saturday night, we played at a new event that started this year, and it's brand new. It's put on by the UAW Local 659 Union, and at their union hall, they have what has been coined as the Local 659 Irish Extravaganza that we played at with Raven Song, who's buddies of ours that we met at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, that we played at the Guinness Pub together with, and our buddy Caleb. He is a Highland bagpiper, and it was just a great night. And there was plenty alcoholic libation, if I may say so. So between Strombo, Guinness, a lot of each, and a few hits off my buddy's moonshine, it was definitely a night to be Scots Irish. I'll say that. But always within the bounds of good taste. No, it was a good night, and we're definitely looking forward to doing it next year. We already got word from the Union Hall that they definitely want to do it again, and so it's something to look forward to. I don't often look at myself, on camera. I just noticed the beard got exceptionally bushier since my last video. And speaking of which, I'm jumping, kind of jumping on the oil wagon. I made the decision after my nephew was born, which was not long ago. I made the decision after my nephew was born that in one length or another, pretty much for the rest of my, to the end of my days, I will have a full beard. Either at this length or longer or shorter, it's always going to be full. And one of the things that I've noticed since I started growing it, and then trimming it, there are sections of the beard, that will, they've been grown for quite some time. Like some people that I know, they tried growing their beard out and they said, well, I can never get it to grow downward. It only just grows outward. Well, my biggest thing with that is, you got to keep up on the trimming. Like, I'm trying to get the angles right because this is the right side of my face, but I see it on my left. Like, the hair that I have up here is actually longer than the hair that's down here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what allows it, to grow downward as opposed to outward. Well, the thing about when your hair starts growing, or when your beard starts growing, and it gets to that length, my thing is it starts feeling like it's starting to get brittle. You know what I'm saying? Put aside, the dry skin underneath, my beard feels like it's getting brittle. So I am currently waiting on an order from the Portland Beard Company. I'm jumping on, not just, I'm not trying to jump on a bandwagon or anything like that, all joking aside. The Portland Beard Company name is very reputable. Did I say that correctly? Reputable? Reputable. Alrighty. Can't say basic words tonight, but I can say reputable. And so I'm waiting on that. Though I was expecting it on the 12th, and the last thing I've heard from it was that it's left a USPS facility in Los Angeles at about 8 o'clock that day. So I don't really know when it's coming in, but that's not in the hands of the Portland Beard Company. That's just United States Postal Service doing their shit. We'll take our sweet time. That happens to anybody. And working in a retail business that I do, we have no control over that. Working at Tractor Supply, we tell people all the time. I had one lady who came in, bitch, like straight cussed me out, because her package, came into ours. So she bought it online and then shipped it to the store. And, she's like, well, it was already 5 weeks late and I don't understand why it needed to take that long. It's like, ma'am, once you buy it and once the company ships it out, it's no longer in our hands. I'm not trying to sound like we don't care about, the security of your product, but the shipping time, that's not on us. There's no, we don't have our own special shipping carriers. Once it gets sent out to shipping, freight, whatever it is, whether it's UPS or USPS, it's in their hands. There's only so much we can do about that. But, I'm stumbling over my words and I'm jumping between thoughts. I'm glad I jumped back on, and to get the videos going. Like I said, I've just been really busy. I've been keeping up in the community, watching everybody's videos, and, I finally was just talking with, watching one of Gentleman Jim's videos, and he just asked me, how life was, and I responded to him, and, thought to myself, I was like, you know what, been out of the loop for too long, time to make a video again. That Hobbit Sweet's good. Real good. There was something that I was going to say, and part of me thinks that it might have been something profound. And of course, because it was profound and something that I would have enjoyed to talk about, I forgot it. There is one thing that I did want to say after I drink this lemonade. I was thinking about this earlier, and I did want to. This is a message to all of my subscribers and to all of my viewers, especially those who have left comments. I do want to make something clear to you all. And nobody's complained about anything. It's just in my own head, my own head kind of feeling, feeling a little bit feeling a little bit bad, a little bit guilty about something, and I just want to tell something. I just want to tell you all something, and clear the air, so to speak. I get comments on my videos, and I try my best to respond and reply to them all. Rather, even if it's something, somebody's left something that's like been a huge conversation piece, or a big, appreciation comment, like, hey, great video, such and such, or even someone who just drops lines and says, hey, liked your video. I'm appreciative of all of them, and I read all of them. I appreciate all of them. It's a spirit lifter, and, it definitely makes one feel warm inside. What I want to make clear is that as I said before, I try my best to respond to all the comments. In the event that I don't respond specifically or reply specifically to your comment, please do not take it personal. Like I said, nobody's come to me and said, well, hey dude, you know, why'd you reply to everyone else's comment and you didn't reply to mine? That's not happened. But I guess the reason why I'm doing this is to, I guess, prevent it from happening. And for the most part, you know, like, I comment on people's videos, and it's awesome when somebody replies, but I don't take it personally when somebody doesn't. Um, you know, I just a lot of times what happens, and I do this with texting as well. Like, someone will send me a text, or in this case, you know, a comment on a video, and I'll read it, and like I'll respond in my head, and you know, I'll be like, but I got to go to work, or I got to write a paper, or do some homework, or do some housework, or you know, whatever the case is, and I'll have responded in my head, but I'll completely forget that I never responded. I never actually responded. Why do I look like I'm turning into a ghost? I don't know what happened. I don't know if I breathed on the camera or what the case was. Now I got this big beam of light. Is there a way to avoid this? Other than maybe... I guess I'm going to have to shut off light. Sorry, we're going to continue this thought in a second. Dark. Alright, that's better. Anyway, as I said, like I'll read the comment and I'll respond in my head, and I'll completely forget that I never actually responded. And I just looked back on one of my old Western videos, and just realized like Sue Dunhill, you know, she left a comment, and I could have sworn that I responded to her. And like I said, it was just something simple like, wow, you know. And you know, to get that kind of response out of someone like Sue Dunhill, I was like, yay! and I never responded. So Sue, if you're watching this video, thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. Sue was actually one of my first subscribers. And so I just want to say thank you very much. And again, you know, everyone who's commented, everyone who's I can say reputable, but I can't say subscribed. Everyone who subscribed, thank you, you know. And if you left a comment, double thank you. But I just want to make very clear, you know, if you leave a comment and I haven't responded to it or I haven't replied to it, don't take it personal. It's not me having a vendetta against you or anything like that. You know, the majority of the time, I probably think I replied and I didn't. But I try to be good about that. So, but just know that if you've left a comment, I have read it, and I'm much appreciative for it. I'm much appreciative to it, for it. I gotta go to sleep, y'all. My pipe won't even stay lit for me. Next thing I gotta work on, making shorter videos. Have a good night, everybody.